to another workout with the Physio Shop. We've got Zach here again. It's been a while, so we're honored to have him back working out with us. For today's workout, we're gonna need two pieces of equipment. So we have a dumbbell that's 25 pounds. So really anything from 10 to 25 pounds will work. If you have a kettlebell, works out great. And we also have a medicine ball that's 8 pounds, but you can use a lighter dumbbell. So again, if you have a 10-pound dumbbell or a 5-pound dumbbell, or even just like a heavy textbook, something like that, that would work out great. And then we do have a yoga mat, but that's because we have a rough turf here. So if you have carpet, that should be perfectly fine without a yoga mat. But before we get into the workout, like always, we're gonna take you guys through the hip flow. So let me take the timer out of my pocket. All right, we're gonna start with our head, and we're just gonna do 6 neck rolls to the right, and then back to the left. Making sure to breathe. You don't have to do these quickly, nice and controlled. You can make a full circle if you feel like you need to, or you can just kind of make that half moon. All right, once we get 6 there, we're gonna move to our shoulders. We're gonna do 6 shoulder circles forward and then backwards. If you're a couple reps ahead of us or behind us, it's not a problem. All right, then we're gonna move to some torso twists that I always like to add in there. I don't think Georgia does these all the time, but I like to have those arms up, and we're just gonna twist right and left, working that transverse plane. Nice little rotation through our back. And then we'll come down to our hips, and we'll do 6 nice big hip circles in each direction. Just stand here and nice big hip circles, yep. It always feels good. Alright, from here, we're gonna do 3 nice big reaches up to the sky, back down, reach up, back down. So getting up on those toes, reaching those fingertips towards the sky. All right, and then we'll come down to the ground, palms on the ground, feet back, hips up a little. We're gonna do 3 down dogs. Remember to breathe. And as you come back on that last one, just kick that left leg back and then forward, bringing that knee up. We're going to take our left elbow and just push that left knee out, really opening up those hips. We're going to go 6. It's that magic number.
What's so magic about it?
It's scientifically proven, I think. Then we're going to do our thread the needles. So we'll take that left hand, reach it through the right hand, and then up to the sky. Have those eyes follow. We get a nice stretch through our thoracic spine while still opening up our hips. And then our last one in this position, we're going to take our right hip dip it down towards the ground and back up, and we'll go 6 here as well. Alright, and then we'll step back. We'll go 3 more down dogs, and then we'll kick that right leg back and repeat on the right side. Kicking that right leg back, bringing it forward. And you can go through this, at your own pace. If you're a step or 2 behind us, I know Zach and I aren't perfect with each other, but everyone has their own pace and comfort level. So 6 push-outs, and then when you're done there, 6, thread the needles. And then last one, 6 hip dips on that left hip. And then the step back. And we'll just finish it off today with 3 more down dogs. Alright, hopefully we're feeling a little more warmed up there. We're going to have Zach demonstrate our exercises today real quick for a couple reps each, and then we'll get into the workout. So we're going to start today with a push-up shoulder tap. So Zach's going to get into a push-up position, back nice and straight. He's going to go down, come back up, and then he's going to tap his opposite shoulder with his opposite hand, once on each side, back down into a push-up. Just like so. Make it a little easier, he could elevate those push-ups. Next one, we're gonna do a squat catch press. So this is when you're gonna need your weight, your gallon jug, your kettlebell, whatever you have at home. Zach's gonna hold it with both hands down by his hips. He's gonna squat down into a goblet squat, come back up, catching the kettlebell and going down into another squat and pressing up. So he did it a little segmented, a little slower there to show you guys each part. So he'll do it 1 or 2 times here a little quicker. So he has that extra little bounce in that squat right here, and then presses it straight overhead. Awesome. Third exercise, this one's a little new for us that we haven't done yet. It's an isometric medicine ball hold. So Zach's going to be on the ground on his bottom. He's going to extend his legs out straight as well as his arms overhead. So the medicine ball is going to actually be behind his head, and he's going to try to just hold that position, and that medicine ball should get really heavy. Is it already feeling a little heavy, engaging that core?
Oh, yes.
Yep. So we'll go 30 seconds in this position, and then he's going to quickly and efficiently just place it on his feet. On his feet, between his feet, however you need to pinch your object, and he's going to hold that for 30 seconds. So we're going to get our legs a little more, but both those exercises will get the core. So a minute total with that one. Next, we're going to do a kneeling get up. So this is when Zach's going to use his mat because our turf's a little rough on those knees. But he's going to be kneeling on the mat. He's going to drive one knee up at a time, and then the second. He's going to stay in a nice low squat, but he's going to have a nice little rhythm standing up. Yep, just like so. And he's alternating which knee he's stepping up with. Yep, nice side view so you can see that he's staying in a nice low squat. Make these a little harder. He could always grab that medicine ball or a weight. Alright, last one. We're going to do a plank walkout. So we're going to get our shoulders a little more with this one. Zach's going to start in a push-up position. And he's going to slowly and controlled just walk his feet backwards as far as he can. Really pushing through the ground with his hands. like so, and then when he gets far out, he'll come back to that push-up position and then walk back out. So the further you get out, the more you should be feeling this in your core and those shoulders. Awesome. And then our cardio round today, we're going 2 minutes. The first minute, we're gonna do a back pedal. And then when he gets to the end, he's gonna do frog hops back. So nice big hops all the way up, landing nice and softly, and then backpedaling again, hopping forward for a minute. And then the last minute, we're gonna cap it off with jumping jacks. Not quite like that, but do it properly.
We'll see when we get there.
All right, so we're gonna start in about 15 seconds, and we're starting with those push-up shoulder taps. Five seconds. A minute of push-ups can be tough, so pace yourself. 2, 1, begin. So really controlled push-up, and he's tapping his shoulders. So when he goes down to that push-up, he keeps those hips nice and low, back nice and straight. And it's really important when you're doing those shoulder taps to keep those hips level. Try not to rock them side to side. Zach has very little movement left to right with his hips. And that's where you really want to engage your core to make sure you're not rocking those hips left and right. And again, make these a little easier. We can elevate them. You can still work in that shoulder tap. You can use a coffee table, the edge of your couch, anything like that. Or even if that shoulder tap is just completely too hard, you can eliminate it and we can just stick with elevated push-ups. All right, time there. A little break, but grab your heavier weight. So we have 25-pound dumbbell here. We're going into our squat, catch, press. All right, 3 seconds. 2, 1, begin. Squat, catching, pressing overhead. So when we squat, make sure we're keeping our weight back on our heels and those hips are going going backwards, keeping our back nice and straight. As you catch the kettlebell or the dumbbell, make sure you sink down into a secondary squat. You don't need to get quite as low, but that'll give you a little momentum here to press it up towards the sky overhead. So even when we press it up overhead, make sure we're not overarching our back. We're keeping that back nice and straight, engaging our core. And pace yourself. Depending on how heavy you have your weight, this workout, this exercise can really add up for a minute. I know Zach can probably get through the first 20 seconds or so, no problem with 25 pounds, but you get a minute in, it gets a little heavy, especially once you get to that second, third round.
Speak for yourself, Craig.
All right, grab your medicine ball. We're going into our isometric medicine ball hold in 5 seconds.
Oh boy.
2, 1, begin. So Zach's really engaging his core here. He's trying to hold that medicine ball overhead behind him and have his feet off the ground. Engaging that core. If you really want to make this challenging, you can even try to bring your shoulders, your torso up off the ground and just balance on your tailbone, which is really hard when you have a weight overhead.
Is that possible?
All right, 30 seconds there, so switch is actually just going to go right into having that on his feet. There we go. So giving those arms a little rest, but working those legs a little more, and they're both just working that core.
Ooh.
10 seconds left. Make sure you're breathing. Time. It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I felt like my lower back was arching a lot with that one.
Yep, so that is a good point. You want to make sure you have that lower back pressed to the ground. All right, kneeling, get ups. Grab our yoga mat in 2, 1, begin. So Zach's driving one knee up at a time. He's keeping his hips nice and low, so he's entering, a nice squat position at the top. And he has a nice little rhythm going with this, so this will get the heart rate up a little. And really make sure you're alternating your legs. So if that left leg is the last one to go down, the left leg comes up then. He had it perfect until I started explaining it. You guys are doing awesome. And again, make this a little harder for you. You can always hold any weight that you have, medicine ball. 5 seconds left. And time. Alright, we're going into our plank walkouts. Get that upper body, get those shoulders a little more. Alright, 3 seconds, 2, 1, begin. So starting in a push-up position, walking those feet out nice and slow, Zach. It's taking nice tiny steps, which is exactly what I want him to do. Walking back forward. So as you walk back, you should feel that in your shoulders more, pushing your palms through the ground. And Zach's doing an awesome job. He's keeping his hips nice and low, so you want to make sure you're not kind of going into like an inchworm position. You want to keep those hips low. And breathe. And if you need to, once you come back to that starting push-up position, if you need to hold it there for a couple seconds, give your shoulders a little rest, do that. And it's a little tricky if you have wooden floors and you're wearing socks, you might be slipping a little, so Zach's just sliding straight back. He's got some moves. Alright, we're going into our cardio next, so frog hops to the back pedal is up first, and then jumping jacks. So remember, there's no rest in between these two cardio exercises. 3, 2, 1, go. Zach's trying to get a head start, like it's a race or something. So your back
Everything's
pedal,
a race, Craig.
in my life, everything's a race, yeah. Frog hopping forward, back pedaling nice and quick. By going backwards, we're engaging our hamstrings a lot more than we would with our quads if we were just running forward. And then nice big hops forward, landing nice and soft. They're supposed to be. Zach's doing great. He's using his arms for momentum. Get nice big hops. And if the area you have at home only allows for you to get 1 or 2 hops, frog hops in, that's fine. Just backpedal right after you finish those. We're lucky we have a decent sized space here, so Zach's getting a good 4 hops or so in. 10 seconds left, so get those last few reps in. Backpedal a little quicker so you get those last few frog hops. 2, 1, and time. We're gonna go right into our jumping jacks. Ready, begin. Yep, or a silly dance move. Whatever you prefer. Probably be better if we had a little music we could do. I mean, we've danced without music before, but. So again, keeping that heart rate elevated, that's the whole point of this exercise here. All right, halfway. I'm pretty sure Zach started like up here and is slowly creeping backwards. 20 seconds left. Keep a nice good rhythm. You're almost there. 10 seconds. 2, 1, time. Alrighty. We'll take a 2-minute break here, grab some water, catch your breath, and we'll be back for round 2. Alright, we're back for round 2. We'll begin in about 15 seconds with those push-up shoulder taps. And I did forget to mention, at the end of our third round, instead of our cardio, we're going to do a quick little Tabata session. So all out effort, a couple exercises. But push-up with shoulder taps in 2, 1, begin. And of course, we've got trivia. But I need to correct a trivia question that Georgia and I did last week. I said that the first national park, well, let's see if Zach knows it. Do you know
Yosemite.
So,
No?
wrong. That is what I said.
Yellowstone?
The first national park is Yellowstone. Yosemite was the first land that the government protected for the public, for like recreational use. So first,
But it wasn't
and
called a national park.
it wasn't called a national park, but it led the way for the national park system, which happened like 2 or 3 years later.
No kidding.
Yep. So it was the third national park. Yellowstone was the first. So, correcting our mistake there, but it did pave the way for national parks. Time. All right, going into squat, catch, press with our dumbbell. But with Georgia on Monday, we're going over some dates in history and important things that happened, and we left off at 1975. So Zach's gonna take up from there. Ready, begin. So you get some more modern day dates in history.
We'll see.
All right, in 1979, this disease was eradicated.
Where?
In the world.
The entire world.
That is what they established. That is what they claim. I do believe that there has been very few cases that have popped up in like Africa.
In which case it has not been eradicated.
Yes, true, but they have like, this is the date that they say was completely
It was
eradicated.
finally gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say polio,
Time.
because most of the other things we have vaccines for are still pretty common in other parts of the world.
No.
Polio?
Going into our ISO medicine ball hold. No. It killed 300 million people in the 20th century. It was smallpox. Ready and begin.
But smallpox still pops up sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Remember, we're going to switch about halfway with this one. I'll try to remind you guys. Alright, when was the CD-ROM invented?
CD-ROM?
Yeah.
84.
No.
I just thought I'd try a number
Close.
confidently.
Close. We are going in order, so you should know that it's
81.
switch the medicine ball. Nope. So I skip a couple years, so it's not a... So pretty close. 1982, the CD-ROM was invented for playback, but you couldn't like burn things onto a CD yet. That kind of technology or public use of it wasn't available yet. All right, almost done here. 3 seconds. Zach brought up a good point with this. Keep that lower back to the ground. The higher you have that medicine ball, those legs, the easier it will be to keep that back to the ground.
But you gotta squeeze it between your feet or else it'll roll down your legs.
Yeah.
Helped this time.
We're going into our kneeling get-ups. Bring our yoga mat forward a little. Ready and begin. All right. The first commercial cell phone was available when? What date?
Cell phone?
Yeah, year.
As in, you're not talking about car phones, you're talking about pocket cell phones?
Yep. I'm talking about the Dynatec 8000X.
Oh! Yeah, what was that? 1984.
Yes,
Yeah.
1984. Do you know who manufactured it? What company? put it
Dynatec.
Nope. It was called the Dynatec 8000X.
Obviously.
It's still pretty. I think they still exist. I think they might have been bought up by, a bigger cell phone company?
Bell Corp?
Nope.
Or no,
Starts with an M.
Motorola?
Yeah, Motorola.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's all coming back to me now.
All right, we're going into our plank walkouts in about 15 seconds. 5 seconds. 2, 1, begin. All right. or plank slide outs, however.
It kind of just does itself.
Yeah, whatever works best for you guys. All right. In 1985, this type of battery was invented.
I'm gonna say it's the old lithium ion.
Yep, lithium ion, which is probably the most common battery used in like all of technology, but pretty bad for the environment. All right. So, little rewind here. Let's see. So in 1974, the world population reached 4 billion people. In 1986, what was the world population? 1986.
I'm gonna say 5 billion.
He's got it. We're going up. George didn't catch up on Monday that I was going up by 1 billion each time I asked her. Yeah. All right. We're going into our cardio. Ready and begin. All right. Who invented or introduced the World Wide Web?
The U.S. Navy.
Nope.
Was it not the Navy that invented the internet? Are you asking a different question?
Was it the? I don't think it was the Navy that invented the internet. Do you have a different story than I do?
They invented the Tor browser.
Nope.
Hold on. It was a university. Was it Cambridge?
Nope. So it's a person. Keep rolling. Almost there. Get those last few reps in.
The internet was first used
All right.
for.
Time. We're going into our jumping jacks. Ready. Begin.
It was first used at a university, I think, to pass. It was like a local network. But who was the person? Can I have the last name?
Berners-Lee.
Nope.
Sir Tim Berners-Lee.
No kidding.
In 1990, introduced the World Wide Web to the world.
Okay.
All right.
Do you mean like he came up with the protocols, or like?
That's good. I could probably do like a whole trivia thing on the World Wide Web and its invention and everything. I don't have the details.
Sometimes I need details, Craig.
I know. All right, 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, 2 minutes rest, then we'll go into round 3 where we're gonna cap it off with a little Tabata round.
Let's go verify what's going on with the internet.
Alright, back for round 3, and a little clarification with the internet. Take it away, Zach.
Well, in 1983, a network of computers called ARPANET was created, which was basically a network connecting various computer science researchers at different universities, mostly in France and the UK, and allowing them to communicate, share research, things like this. They use TCP and IP, which is still the backbone of the modern internet. What Craig was talking about is in 1990, a researcher named, Tim Berners-Lee. He came up with what we called the World Wide Web by creating servers that were publicly accessible, which hosted hypertext documents that could be accessed by any computer that was connected to the network.
Basically, there's a difference between internet and the World Wide Web. Because you can have a smaller internet that's just between campuses.
Yes.
And then the World Wide Web is what everybody has access
It's
to.
a large public network.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's get round 3 started in about 15 seconds with our push-up shoulder taps. Thanks for that clarification. Zach.
It was more for me than for you. It really was.
Alright, 5 seconds.
Oh.
2, 1, begin. We are working out here. We're not.
I thought we were hanging out, Craig. You called me and you asked if I wanted to hang out.
Yeah, I tricked Zach into doing this.
What is
Hey,
going on here?
You wanna come hang out at the physio shop with me? Little did he know he's doing a workout.
Nothing better than a little work on a Sunday. Am I right? Although every day has been Sunday recently.
Alright, back to our trivia. Got about 30 seconds left with this exercise. What was the name of the spacecraft that took the first photo of the sunlit Earth?
Well, I'm assuming it's not. So I'm thinking of the very famous picture of the Earth that was taken by one of the Apollo missions that went to the moon.
Time.
Which I think, for a while, maybe still was the most downloaded photograph on the internet.
Going
That
into our
classic
Squad Catch
Earth
Press.
picture. But I'm assuming we had a picture of the Earth before that because we had some satellites.
2, 1, begin.
Well, hold on. I'm searching my brain for names of spaceships that I've once heard, and I'll try whichever one comes to
So,
mind
alright,
first.
this might be another one that Zach might nitpick and stuff.
Oh, I probably will.
Because you're right, we do have photographs of the Earth from, like, moon landing, which it was 1969. But this was taken after that, so the way I have it written, so it is a sunlit side, so that photograph must not have been considered, like, sunlit.
I mean, there was some
Obviously.
shadow on the bottom part, if near the South Pole, if I recall the picture well. But I feel like whoever wrote that trivia question is nitpicking now.
Time. Or was a Voyager 1. We'll move on. Alright, we're going into our isometric medicine ball hold. I like that Zach challenges. He doesn't just take my answers. Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
Aha!
Give you guys a couple extra seconds. Ready? You go. Alright. So, what was the first public accessible web browser? Starts with an M.
Mozilla?
Ooh, almost. And switch. Does start with like Mo. Right into it. Try to keep that lower back to the ground. Came out in 1993. Probably doesn't help you at all. 5 seconds left. And time. Any guesses before I give you the answer? Mosaic.
That's what I was gonna say, Craig.
You almost had it. All right.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Going into our kneeling get-ups.
Right.
Ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Can you imagine how long it takes me to do a workout like this on my own when I'm just thinking about trivia and there's nobody there to yell at me?
Yeah, to keep
Maybe-
you on track of, hey,
Yeah.
let's go, let's keep going.
End up laying on the floor for like 10 minutes in the middle, wondering how much a cloud weighs. Which apparently is up to 1,000,000 pounds. Or you remember that? You asked me that last
So
time.
what did I ask you?
You asked me how much a cloud weighed.
Oh yeah, we can weigh up to 1,000,000 pounds. I did.
Like, I feel like 1,000,000 pounds is a very arbitrary round number.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be 1,000,001 pounds, then it has to rain a little bit.
It's forced
Where do you-
terrain. Then.
Where do you say one cloud begins and another cloud ends? Also, what if it's an overcast day and the cloud is 140 miles wide? I just,
All right, we're going into our
I'm
plank
over it.
walkouts.
I'm
It's
over it.
clearly
I'm
not,
cool.
not over.
I'm so over it.
And my goal is to just like make Zach irritated so he ponders these trivia like for weeks on end. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Hey Zach, wanna hang out? Says Craig.
All right.
I'll make you sweaty and irritated.
This one,
Oh.
there's no wiggle room. This popular website was launched in 1994.
I
What is it?
think that might be true of multiple websites, Craig.
Well, this one is one of the biggest in the
America
world.
Online.
Nope.
No? MySpace.
Nope.
I really used to like playing RuneScape online.
Nope.
WhiteHouse.gov. It's not as popular anymore.
No. You use this one. So it started. They still sell books, but that was like their big thing. Was an online bookstore.
Amazon?
Yep.
Wow, that was 94?
Yep. 1994.
Holy cow.
All right, time there. All right, so this is what we're doing now. Instead of our typical cardio round, we're gonna go into a little Tabata-ish exercise.
Tabata!
So we got 3 different exercises. We got bicycle crunches, jump squats, jumping high into a squat, jump, and then push-ups. We're gonna do each for 20 seconds with very minimal break in between. So roughly 5, maybe 10 seconds, depending on how long it takes Zach to transition and how much he gets into our trivia questions.
Could be a while.
But we're gonna do this. We have 3 exercises. We're gonna do each exercise twice through. So 2 full cycles.
Alright. Where's the bicycle?
You don't actually need a bicycle for bicycle crunches.
Well, I would know that if you told me at the beginning.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot that the alarm meant that I have to do stuff.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, begin. So really working our core here. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. All right.
Alright.
In what year was the DVD invented?
Well, as everybody knows, the CD-ROM had something to do with the 1980s.
All right, time. We're going right into the jump squats. Hopping up quickly. Ready? Begin. As many as you can, nice and quick. 20 seconds. Try to land nice and soft.
I feel like I'm swimming.
You got that nice like swimming motion, that like breaststroke motion.
98.
Nope.
97.
95.
95.
All right.
Yes.
Push-ups. Ready and begin. Just try to get as many in as you can. 20 seconds. Nice and quick so that heart rate's going to stay elevated. Those muscles are going to be burning. Alright, the first MP3 player was introduced what year? Time. Alright, we're going right back into our bicycle crunches. Hop back on the ground. Ready, begin.
MP3 player?
Yep.
2002.
Nope.
1.
Nope.
2000.
Nope.
2002.
Earlier.
1999?
Earlier.
Impossible.
No, that's
I'm not
fact.
buying it.
It's fact. Time. Right into our jump squats. Hop right back up. Come on, you got about 40 seconds left of exercise. Ready, begin. 1998, the first MP3 player.
Really?
Yep, invented. Alright, when was Facebook invented?
2005.
Ooh, close, but no cigar.
4.
Yes, 2004. Alright, right into our push-ups. 3, 2, 1, begin. Alright, in what year did Facebook hit 1 billion users?
2014.
Nope, sooner.
12.
2012. Yep,
That's what I said the first time.
you said 2014.
It's not true.
Well, it only took them 8 years to reach 1 billion users. Alright, there we go, man. That's it. That's what we got for you.
Oh, that's all?
That's yeah. That's all.
I'm not even tired.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time. I'll make sure I resuscitate Zach.
I think I'll be okay. I resuscitate myself.